Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we are diving into a book that is, let's just say, both incredibly influential and deeply controversial. It's Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. What is it about this book that makes it so powerful and maybe even a little dangerous?
The book just hits you with this quote from Machiavelli right from the get-go, and wow, it really sets the stage. This is not a guide to making friends or being a nice person. Nope, it's an unflinching look at the world as a constant and often pretty ruthless struggle for influence.
So what's the big idea here? Well, Robert Greene's central premise is that the world basically operates like an ancient, scheming royal court. But his most crucial point is this: you can't just choose not to play the game of power. If you try to opt out, you're not above the game, you just become a pawn for everyone who's still playing.
And this right here, this captures the book's entire worldview in a nutshell. On the surface, of course, society expects us to be civilized, fair, and decent. But Greene argues that just beneath that polite veneer, the same old dark human emotions, greed, envy, hatred, they're all still churning away. The game really hasn't changed at all.
Okay, so to really wrap our heads around this mindset, we don't need to list out all 48 laws. That would take forever. Instead, let's just do a deep dive on the very first one, because Greene presents it as pretty much the foundational rule for anyone trying to navigate this game.
So, law number 1. Never outshine the master. This is all about managing the egos of the people above you. It's not about hiding your talents, not at all. It's about being strategic with how you show them off. And to see just how high the stakes are when you get this right or spectacularly wrong, let's look at two incredible stories from history.
First up, let's see what happens when you get this law completely, totally wrong. This is the tragic story of Nicolas Fouquet. He was the incredibly wealthy finance minister to France's famous Sun King, Louis XIV.
Now you gotta understand where Fouquet was coming from. His intentions seemed good, at least to him. He was feeling his relationship with the king getting a little frosty, so he thought, hey, I know, I'll throw a party so magnificent, so over the top, it'll prove my loyalty and show him I'd make a fantastic prime minister. He really wanted to impress the guy, not tick him off.
And by all accounts, the party was an absolute sensation. I mean, guests were seeing and tasting things they had never experienced before. The grounds of his estate were so breathtaking, they would later inspire Versailles. He even had Molière, the greatest playwright of the era, debut a brand new play. It was, without a doubt, the party of the century.
But here's the absolute shocker. The very next morning, Fouquet was arrested. He would never be a free man again. He spent the last 2 decades of his life locked away in a remote prison. So, what on earth went so terribly wrong?
The crucial mistake was this: Fouquet forgot who was supposed to be the star of the show. With every single compliment a guest paid to Fouquet's incredible taste and wealth, King Louis felt smaller. He saw one of his subjects being more charming, more popular, and, it seemed, richer than he was. He felt completely upstaged in his own kingdom.
Fouquet didn't just throw an amazing party. He poked a giant hole in his master's vanity. He just shone too brightly, and in doing so, he cast a shadow on the king. And for breaking that number 1 law, he paid the ultimate price.
Okay, now let's completely flip the script. Let's contrast that total disaster with an absolute masterclass in how to follow the law, for none other than the great astronomer Galileo Galilei.
We think of Galileo as this legendary genius, but hey, even geniuses have to pay the bills. For years, he was just scraping by. He'd dedicate his discoveries and new inventions to various rich patrons, get a little gift here and there, but he lived in this constant state of financial insecurity. He knew there had to be a better way to do this.
So, in 1610, when Galileo discovered the moons of Jupiter, he didn't just run out and announce it. No, he played the game like an artist. He knew that the super-powerful Medici family used Jupiter, the king of the gods, as their family symbol, so he framed his discovery as a cosmic tribute to their greatness.
See, he got it. He understood that powerful people are way less interested in scientific truth than they are in their own glory and fame. By essentially naming the moons for the Medicis, he wasn't just sharing a discovery. He was telling them, look, your family's greatness is literally written in the stars. He made them shine brighter.
And the result of this brilliant strategic move? The Medicis immediately made him the official court philosopher and mathematician, with a full salary for life. In one move, he got the financial freedom he'd been chasing his entire career.
I mean, look at this. The contrast just couldn't be more stark, could it?
Fouquet made the party all about himself, which made his boss feel insecure, and he was destroyed. Galileo made his discovery all about his patron, boosted his ego, and was rewarded beyond his wildest dreams.
So the really crucial point of the book isn't just about being manipulative for the fun of it. It's about recognizing the reality of a game that, according to Greene, we are all stuck in, whether we want to be or not.
And this basically leaves you with 3 choices. You can be a bungler, like poor Fouquet, playing the game badly and getting crushed. You can be a denier, pretending the game doesn't exist at all and just end up being a pawn. Or you can be an artist, like Galileo, who masters the rules and learns how to thrive within them.
And that is the really provocative question the book leaves you with. If power truly is an inescapable game, then you have to make a choice. What kind of player are you going to be?